Here we go again. Now it's our turn to hate Apple. Full disclosure, I'm totally riffing off of Max Tech's recent video on the failure of the Mac Pro, well, his Mac Pro, to live up to its promise as a pro machine. I will leave a link below to his excellent video. I actually don't like being a YouTube poacher, and I apologize to Max, but I've been on this beat since the Trashintosh, and I do want to comment. Another full disclosure, I do not own a Mac Pro, but I was utterly shocked at what Max Tech had to say, and I'm sure it's probably representative of the larger Mac Pro community. I mean, I'm really and truly shocked and saddened. And here are some of Max's disappointing highlights, notwithstanding the crazy price of this thing, which is now part of legend. Max Tech's Mac Pro, that's easy to say, was a $15,000 investment. Number one, Apple is not keeping up with GPU updates. While the Mac Pro promised you can use your own GPU, tossing in your own 5700 XT does not work as well as Apple's version, but even then, that option has buggy drivers that Apple still has not updated because only Apple is allowed to make drivers for AMD GPUs. Two, the ridiculous length of time it took for Apple to bring out its version of the 5700 XT option. As we all know, Apple knew about these GPUs way ahead of time. Not only did they not have something upon release, it took another 6 months, according to Max Tech, for them to arrive with still buggy drivers. This is odd because there was support in late Catalina builds, which worked just fine on Hackintoshes. Perhaps the Mac Pro is that unique. Three, where is the support for the latest AMD GPU, the 6900 XT? Very, very exciting. Looks to be an awesome card. Perhaps Apple can't fight the miners and can't get enough supply to make it worthwhile, or Apple has once again given up on its Pro box. It seems to me that Apple is doing it again. The Trashintosh, while misguided, would not have been such a dud if Apple really and truly supported it with promised GPU and CPU updates. Maybe it was Intel and AMD's fault for not making anything new available. It doesn't matter. Apple was selling the 2013 Trashintosh right up and until the introduction of the Mac Pro in 2019 with nary a price reduction, right up until some SKU shifting about 6 months earlier. Caveat emptor, as they say. Now, the news from Max Tech is just plain depressing. Even with the arrival of the M1 Max that can do several things better than even the Mac Pro. If you've shelled out $15,000, but you were getting timely updates, 5700 XT comes out, bang, there's Apple's version. The 6800 XT comes out, bang, there's Apple's version on sale, solid and bug-free. That's what the pros have invested in. That's the promise of a machine like this. It's about confidence and support, solid support. So what the hell is wrong with Apple? The thing you need to know is that in most large corporations, and Apple is very large right now, the different division heads are in charge and have a lot of autonomy. And if Motorola is any example, who we work for, they don't talk to each other. I doubt that's the case at Apple, but they all have to compete for the same resources, and people are being poached all the time from other divisions. Still, you'd think a company as large as Apple would be able to manage the M1 group and the Mac Pro group. Maybe sales have been so lackluster that Apple is already trying to cut its losses. I wouldn't be surprised. After all, if this is the same division that was responsible for the 2013 Trashintosh that was never upgraded, which took 6 years to develop the latest version. I mean, it's a box with slots that doesn't even let you remove the case without having to unplug all the shit you have attached at the back. Yeah, what clowns decided on that? I have many videos on that particular Pro oversight, by the way. Now, MacTech can't even sell their box at half the price. Do you know why? Not because it's expensive. It's because no one has the confidence that Apple hasn't abandoned it already. And as the Pro group look on at what the M1 team are doing, I'm sure they're royally pissed off, because I'm sure they really do want to do the best for their customers. It's hard to tell what kind of intrigue is going on at Apple right now, but it's clear Apple's focus is on the M1, even though I predicted at least one more Intel update to the Pro, but based on MacTech's scathing video, I'm not sure even that is true. This is why we love and hate Apple at the same time. They're sort of the Schrodinger computer company. Be seeing you.